If you find yourself in a moment where somebody was discussing something to you, it was just a normal conversation, and you out of nowhere just got triggered within the conversation, and it was just not even a big deal. That part of you that got triggered is kind of what was said, that is not even consider in trigger points, that your trigger is coming from the emotions that you felt in that moment, right? So this is the whole concept of inner child. If any part of you in your past memories of your lifetime until today, you never processed anything related to your childhood trauma, your teenage years, your adulthood, early adulthood, anything happened between all those years and you never processed it, it's still living within you. And if you're getting emotionally triggered by everything, that shows that that part of you is wanting you to recognize that you need to do something and work on something. So I'm going to share a few easy steps you could do, and then you will be able to process that part of you and let it go of the emotion that you need to let go. And instantly you will feel the difference within your energy. So the first step is recognize the emotion you're feeling. So you know for the fact that you getting triggers because not because somebody said something to you, it's because you are feeling a certain emotion of something that comes with that thing that you relate with, right? So take a moment and recognize the emotion that is you are getting hurt with. If, for example, it is betrayal by your closed ones, and it happens. So take for an example, you were hurt by somebody who was really close, you were really close to you. And then you never processed that emotion and you just moved on because you had to deal with life. There was so much going on. You never processed it, right? It still lives within you. That emotion still lives within you. Because as human beings, we are vast. We are more than this physical form. We are more energy. So not only you feel people's energy, but you are energy in your own self. And every part of yourself that you were through the years still lives within you. So recognize the emotion that is coming up. If it's sadness, if it's loneliness, if it's your trust got broken, right? So you will feel that like this is no more, like you don't trust anybody anymore. So just feel the emotion, what is coming up. After this, second step is go into the memory of yourself the first time that you remember you got hurt the same way. Once you go into the memory of your own self where you got hurt the same way, just sit down, close your eyes. You don't even need anything to do that. You know the memory. You exactly know the memory. Just close your eyes. Take a moment to yourself. And I would recommend for 10 minutes, close your eyes, take a breathe in, breathe out. And go into the memory of yourself that got hurt, betrayed. Anything that you feel heavy on, just sit with that emotion. And just go into the past memory and see how you felt in that moment. See as an observer. Don't see yourself as like, oh, it's happening to me. See yourself as an observer, observing that part of yours in the past memory, seeing that how did I process that emotion that in that moment, like how did I do, what did I feel. Just observe yourself and as an observer in that memory. Once you observe yourself, now the third step is come back. I would say take good 10 minutes doing that. Take your phone, play on a timer, do that for 10 minutes, come back as the timer comes in, come back into the current self. And then once you come back to your current self, take a piece of paper and a pen and write down a goodbye letter to your old self that was hurt. So like a formal, not a formal, but like a letter that you write, like an informal letter, write a goodbye letter to that person that felt all those emotions. Write down each and every detail that you remember, and I am pretty sure once you go back into the memory, you'll recall a lot of how you felt in that moment, and you'll see yourself going through those emotions. So just see yourself going through that, right? Once you see yourself going through those emotions and write it down, all what you felt, what you did in that moment, how much emotions did you feel, write it all down. Write it all down. And then read the letter back to yourself. Once you read it back, of course, it has a more impact, even more, like for me it was. So write it down, read it back to yourself. Once you read it back, now you gotta go and burn that paper down. That is the fourth step. So you gotta go and burn that paper down and just let it go. Let it go, let all the emotions go, and instantly you will feel the difference in your energy. You'll feel much lighter in your heart. You'll feel much lighter in your body even. You'll feel that you actually did let go of it. Because once you burn that paper down, you feel like, it's gone. You will feel that emotion and the processing going away. So once you burn that paper down, now you gotta do the final step, which is doing a meditation. A meditation which means that you have to go into the childhood self and remind yourself that you're taken care of and you're not the same person. You're able to process emotion better in current self, and then you're much more evolved emotionally. You're much more mature now. You're much more understanding of things now. You have much more understanding of people now. You're much more evolved now as a person. So you gotta do the meditation to finally detach from that. So don't think that it's gonna just go off once you burn the paper down. You actually gotta do the inner child healing meditation. This is all part of your shadow self. And once you realize that this is really, not even just for something to get out of, right? This is something for you to process within yourself, and you'll feel the instant liberation that comes from the whole process. I am going to be posting the childhood and shadow work meditation next week. So stay tuned for that, and please share this with somebody who you know is struggling with those emotions that they felt a few years ago, and you want them to know that it's okay to let go and it's okay for you to move on in your life. And the only way you could do that is to actually let go of those emotions. So yeah, stay tuned for the upcoming meditation, and share this with somebody, and have yourself a nice day. I hope you enjoyed.